Hi guys, in this video, we are going to look at the calendar feature inside SmartEye. Come, let's get into the video. Most of the time, for managing business appointments, people use calls, WhatsApp, and manual follow ups. Because of this, bookings happen at the wrong time, staff availability mismatches occur, double bookings happen, and there's confusion when rescheduling or canceling. Details are kept separately and separately. Because of this, a lot of time is wasted in daily operations. For all these problems, there is only one solution: Smart Eye Calendar. So, what kind of manual problems do we face? How does this feature overcome them? How do we create it? And what features are available? Let's see all that now. So, this is its workflow. First, we'll create an event in the calendar. Okay? If there's no event, click on Create or Edit and then create it. We'll give the event name. Here we can assign a single staff member to book an appointment, or we can assign multiple staff members. So for meeting mode, both online and offline options are available here. Notice period, now I've set it as 30 minutes. What does that mean? Suppose my total meeting time is 30 minutes. Say there's a booking slot from 11 to 11:30. Then there will be a 30-minute gap in between. So after 11:30 to 12, there won't be a slot. Only from 12 to 12:30 will be available. So the break time in between is the 30 minutes notice period, okay? Slot booking can also be added based on our availability. So when I book free, we can add meeting times to our convenience and customize the times. So, before booking a meeting, we need to get the customer's details, right? For that, we can use our customer data custom data fields. Once the appointment is booked, it will show up in our calendar like this. We can copy and share the event link for that appointment, or we can even copy the embed code and paste it on our website. So, for managing appointments, we have our own dashboard. There we have options to reschedule or cancel. Next, and this is very important, after booking an appointment, maybe the customer might forget about the event or even the staff might forget. So, how do we automatically send reminders for an appointment like 2 days before or 30 minutes before? We are going to see how to set up such workflows here. So, let's see practically how to do all this. So this is the Smart Tech dashboard. Here on the side, we have an action called calendar. If you open this calendar, it will show up like this. You can see what appointments were booked earlier, which ones got cancelled, and so on. First, let's create an event here or create a calendar, and then we'll see how it looks, okay? To do that, click on Create and Edit. Here you can edit something that's already been created. Now let's see how to create something new. You have to click on this plus symbol, and then you'll get a page to create a new calendar. I came here. Demo calendar. I said so. No, we are making a multi-staff solution without looking at single staff. Now I am making a multi-stop solution and then I can come to 23 stops and sign them. So if it is round robin, then the priority base that you are talking about will come and assign them. So depending on that, we have to take the description from here, or we can also take the description from our charge bit. Extended. Calendar. Appointment. Book him. Description. Now, for the Smart IQ product, we are going to give the description for this Smart IQ product. That means we can take the description for that, okay? If we ask like this, just give the place a price sheet. Just base it on this, paste it, and then highlight whatever we need, make it italic, add links, paste photos and all that as needed. So by clicking on image, we can also add images. Now for minimum scheduling notice, what I have given is a duration of 30 minutes. For example, if someone books at 11 o'clock, then the 11:30 slot will not be available for you. Only 12 o'clock will be available. That's why now what I'm going to give is, there should be a 30-minute break in between. That's the minimum scheduling notice. Now, if you have a time like 11:11, do you want only one slot to be booked at that time, or do you want two people to be able to book the slot? You can set it up however it suits you. If you have a lot of staff available, you can allow different people to book appointments at the same time. For booking per slot, for now I'm just setting it as one. So, redirect. After they finish booking their appointment, do you want them to be redirected anywhere else for any other conversation? You can provide that link here as well. So, for this, I'm going to use Smart IQ. I'm going to take the website link and give it here. Okay, then date range means for this appointment booking, how many days should be shown to the customer. If it is 30 days, then from today it will show the next 30 days in the future, or however you want to customize it. Now I can set it to 140 days or 60 days. Like that, you can customize and edit how many days should be shown. That is what within a date range means. From date to date, we can choose any range. For example, I have chosen from June 6th to 6th. Okay, like that, you can choose within this date range. Independently, into the future, if you want it to show for 1 year or 2 years from today, it will show the full future. But mostly, everyone uses only these two options. If you want, you can use this. So I'll just click on this now. Now, coming here, we can set the meeting duration as per our requirement. I am giving 30 minutes. Next, we have to set our time zone and business timing, like from what time in the morning to what time in the evening we'll be available. I am setting it to Indian time now. So, if Sunday is a holiday for us, you can set it accordingly. Now, I am setting it from 9 o'clock am to I'll be available till 12 o'clock pm then. Lunch break 11:22. If we have lunch break at that time, then I'll be available only from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. That's what we can mention. So you can add it like this. Just copy the same data and paste it for Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday for all the days and then apply it. See how easy it is? You don't have to add it separately each time. Now you must have understood how to add the timings. What does data overrides mean now? If I come and only Monday is available, that means on which date I won't be available. Now, if I choose 6 from 9 to 5 pm on 6, I won't be available at all. So, this Monday from 9 to 5 pm won't show up for me. So, we can edit this another time. If I select a date, say on the 6th, and I'm available only till 4 o'clock pm and not available till 1:03 pm, then for me, only the slot starting between 3 to 5 will be shown. None of the morning slots will be shown to me. So this will disappear when we try to choose. So we can even add before and after buffer timings as well. Next, if you want to collect customer details like their name, email, and phone number, you can add those fields here. Already these three fields are there, and you definitely have to click required if you want to make them mandatory. Otherwise, you can add any other field you want below. So if the field you need isn't here, what you can do is click add new customer field, and a new option will open up like this. In that, you can add a new field by clicking add field. Now, how I'm going to do this is, if you want to create a single line field, you can set it up however you need. Okay. So now what I'm going to click here is, I'm clicking on radio. After clicking, I'll give next. In the next step, what's the name? Experience. This field. That's what I'm entering. After entering it, what's one of the options? Below 1 year. Adoption. 1, 2, 3 years. Next. I'm selecting above 3 years. Okay. After selecting, I come here and click save. Once I click save, in the select field, whatever I chose will appear there. If you want to refresh the chart, here in the custom field, it will show up for us. Did the experience come in this field? So if we want this as required, what should we do with the required button? We need to enable it. So next we can keep this calendar in active as well. If we want to keep it in inactive, we can, but I'm keeping it in active and giving the client creative type. So it's asking us to select the event. So we need to select which event this meeting is happening in. So for that, what we can do is location. Now, since we said multiple staff, it's asking for the location for all 11 staff. So after doing this, our event location, Staff. Now if I select just one staff member and give them a location, whether it's Google Meet, phone call, Zoom, or if it's an in-person meeting, we have to give our company address where we are going to meet. If it's a Zoom meeting, just give the Zoom link. For example, for this exam, I'll just add zoom.com as a link. We have to provide the Zoom link here and update it. Once we've given it, that's it, it's done. So now we've set the event time. After giving it like this, now if we've created the demo calendar, you can copy this link and in another tab, you can paste it and open it to check it out. Okay, if that's not working, you can even copy this embed code and paste it on your website itself so that it appears on your website itself. Now what I'm going to do is fill this out. Now we can add a workflow for this. Once the customer fills out the form, you should get a message, something like that. So now we can add a workflow. Okay, for workflow, where should we go? Earlier in our videos, we saw lead automation, right? After going to lead automation, we need to create a workflow. In workflow, I'm going to create a brand new workflow. We already had some pre-built workflows, right? Let's go and check those out. Okay, in the pre-built section. Now, is it for booking an appointment? I think it's not there, so let's just create a new one ourselves. In workflow, what we'll do is after the trigger, we need to book that appointment. So for that, let's go to the calendar. Click on appointment book and see what's there. We gave demo calendar confirm. Okay, right? The appointment is booked. So what should we do next? We need to send them a WhatsApp message. For that, go to communication and select WhatsApp message. After giving the selection, if you select template, here we can create a new template. Is that so? After finishing the testing calendar, give it. Hi, for that you can add a custom field like sending it with their name, the customer's name. Your appointment was booked. Successfully, that is. You can give it like that, okay? So this is it. I am saving this as a template. After saving, we go back. What I do here is I choose it. Next time we will choose it. Click on it. In communication, in WhatsApp. In select device, whichever device is active, that will be shown to us. Then in select, what is there? Testing calendar. This is where we can choose the message inside. So you can add more to this. Another thing is, if you click here again, you see there are conditions, right? In conditions, click on delay, and before this happens, if there's any house guest, we can set it up so that a reminder WhatsApp message goes to them either 2 days before or 1 day before, like a reminder. So now let's set this up and see. First, we need to save this. Give save changes. Then after that, what you have to do is click confirm. Okay. Now save it for the e-trader. Okay, right? Now I am coming out of this. After coming out, now I'll go and book that appointment. Okay? Now I've come and I'll select the 6th. Click on the 6th. On the 6th, after this, it's not available for me because I've come and finished it. So if it's not available, I'll click on the 7th, then click on the 9th and then give confirm. So after coming there, my new, then you know, entered it. Gave 35652, then selected below 1 year and then clicked on schedule event. So what happens is this loads and now it creates the event for us. So if you look at it again, it redirects to the conversation it needs to go to, and now we should have received a message on WhatsApp. Let's check and see if it's come. So now on WhatsApp, we got a message saying, "Hi Hema, your appointment was booked successfully." So what happened is we've received the mail as well. This is how it works. Our appointment has come through and it's working for us. So I hope this was easy for you to understand. Now, once we've created the appointment, if we go back to our calendar, see the calendar is here. Now, if you look, the appointment I booked will be shown here as add. In the listing, if I select only the demo calendar without our other calendars, the one we booked will show up here. I just click on it. After clicking, what do? I can mark it as show or no show. If you don't want it to be marked as show, you can update it. There are other options as well. You can make any changes and update it. So, what else can we do? We can cancel or reschedule the appointment. We can reschedule the timing and send them a message or choose another slot. Or if not, cancel the appointment. All this we can manage here in the app. Okay. For a particular staff member, you can select and see to whom the appointment is assigned and handle it accordingly. So, the ones that are booked will be shown in blue color. Cancelled ones will be shown in red color, green color for attended, and no shows will be shown in different colors. So, like this, we can filter and check. Now, if we want to click on an appointment, that's the third action. Here, the appointment has been booked. Hema is the staff member assigned to it. So, here you can reschedule for them, mark as no show, or do something else. You can also edit it here. Okay, so here, whatever we've done in upcoming and past, everything will be here. We can filter within the date range if you want. We can check the cancelled ones here. Okay. Now that this calendar has come, I hope everything is clear to you. So this is the calendar feature that has come to our Smart IQ. Okay. So from now on, there won't be any confusion about follow ups, time slots, or booking appointments during calls. Manage your business meetings smartly with the Smart IQ calendar. If you still want to book a demo, just click the contact details in the description and get in touch with our team. They will support you. I'll meet you in another video with another feature of Smart. Thank you for watching.